Hi natural lovers, welcome back to Everyday with Mandy. So today I'm going to show you how I made my potent hair growth oil using avocado seeds and few other carefully selected natural herbs. So if you know you're dealing with bald patches, thinning hair, receding edges, weak strands, or maybe hair that seems to have stopped growing, then you definitely don't want to sleep on this herbal oil recipe. I know a lot of people throw avocado seeds away without even giving it a second thought, but do you know that avocado seeds are packed with beneficial plant compounds and antioxidants? And these includes polyphenols, which are very powerful antioxidants that helps protect your scalp cells from damage, and also flavonoids, which helps fight oxidative stress and support a healthier scalp environment for your hair to grow. Then tannins, astringent compounds that helps tone and condition your scalp. These antioxidants helps protect your scalp from oxidative stress caused by pollution, UV rays, and everyday environmental factors. For years, this avocado seed has been used in DIY hair oils and treatments to nourish the scalp and support a stronger, healthy looking hair. And to prepare my avocado seed oil effectively, the first thing I did was to wash my avocado seed thoroughly to remove any form of dirt. Then I go ahead to shred it into smaller pieces. Shredding increases the surface area, allowing more of the beneficial plant compounds to infuse better into the oil. And after shredding, I place this under the sun for about 30 minutes for it to become completely dry. Yes, drying this seed is a very important step because moisture and oil does not mix well. So after shredding your seed, you can either dry it in the oven on a very low heat, or you can just place it under the sun, and within 30 minutes it's going to completely dry up. You can also go ahead and use it immediately after shredding without drying it, but removing excess moisture is going to help reduce the chance of spoilage and allow your oil to last longer. So if you know you're going to use your oil within a very short period, you can go ahead and use without drying. But if you know you're going to be making a larger quantity and you want it to last longer without going bad, please go ahead and dry your seeds, okay? Then pour your dry seed into a dry container, maybe a glass jar or a pot. And after that, we're going to be adding our next ingredient, which is star anise. This herb is a very wonderful addition to this herbal oil infusion because beside its pleasant fragrance, it helps create a richer botanical blend. And we are going to be adding just a few of it. Trust me, if you can get these herbs and incorporate them into this oil, there is no way your hair is not going to grow. Then we are going to be adding a tablespoon of black seed. Black seeds has been treasured for thousands of years in Africa, the Middle East, and Asia. It contains samoquinone, a powerful antioxidant compound, which is why it is popular ingredient in scalp oils and hair treatments. And I'll also be adding a tablespoon of dried rosemary. This is one herb that don't need any introduction. If you've been trying to grow your hair, I'm sure you've come across a lot of recipes that contains rosemary, and that is because of how potent, effective, and very beneficial it is to our hair. And lastly, you need a tablespoon of cloves. Cloves are one of the richest natural sources of antioxidants. And now that all my ingredients are in one piece, I'll go ahead and blend them roughly. Yes, I'm not going to blend this into fine powder. I recommend you don't blend this into fine powder. Blend them roughly. This will ease the straining process so it doesn't become difficult for you to strain your oil. And once blended, I'm going to transfer all the ingredients together with the avocado dry seed in the glass jar. Then I'm going to add olive oil to completely cover all the herbs. Yes, olive oil is going to be acting as our carrier oil. Mind you, you can decide to use any carrier oil of your choice, maybe an oil that best suits your hair and routine. And you can also combine as many oil as you want. For me, I'll just be using olive oil for this recipe, and that is because olive oil are rich in nourishing fatty acids and vitamin E. But like I said, feel free to use any oil of your choice. It's completely fine. We are going to be using the double boiler method to extract all the goodness from these herbs. Place your jar into a pot and add some hot water. Then we are going to place this on our stove on a very low heat. Why we are choosing this this double boiler method instead of boiling this oil directly is because this is going to gently warm the oil instead of exposing it to direct heat, and gentle heat helps encourage the herb infusion while reducing the risk of overheating the oil, because when you heat this directly it's going to reduce some of its beneficial nutrients, thereby making this oil less effective. After heating this up for about 20 to 30 minutes, I removed the jar and I allowed it to cool completely before I go ahead to strain. If you're making this at home, I would recommend after heating this you allow it to infuse for another 1 to 2 weeks before straining, because that is going to give you even a more potent and very effective outcome. But if you don't have that time, you can also go ahead and use this oil like this and you will still get your result, just that it's not going to be as concentrated as it would have been if you allowed it to sit for extra 1 to 2 weeks. After making this video, I threw this right back into the jar and I'm going to allow this to infuse even for longer. That's why it's advisable for you to dry your avocado seeds so you can have that much time for this oil to infuse without going bad. You can see how rich this oil is already looking, so imagine leaving this to sit for extra 1 to 2 weeks. You're going to get a super potent oil. Now I'm going to transfer this into my applicator bottle for storage, and before I show you how to use this to get an effective result, in case you've not yet liked this video, please smash the like button down below and give this video a thumbs up. When using this oil, I like to apply it directly to my scalp. I part my hair into sections if my hair is out so it can reach my scalp easily. There isn't just one way to use this oil. You can apply it as a scalp treatment, use it as a hot oil treatment, leave it on overnight, apply it before shampooing, use it to seal in moisture after your leave-in conditioner. You can use it to nourish your edges or keep your scalp moisturized while wearing protective styles just like me. One thing I love about this herbal oil is that it's suitable for all hair types and textures. Whether your hair is natural, relaxed, color treated, or you're wearing a protective styles like braid, twist, or wig, you can use this oil as part of your scalp and hair care routine. After applying this oil to your scalp, you're going to massage your scalp for at least 3 to 5 minutes. Massaging is going to help spread this oil evenly and stimulate the scalp, making it easier for this oil to coat your hair and your scalp. You can decide to use this oil as a leave-in, that is applying it after your leave-in conditioner, or you can just apply it to your scalp, leave it overnight, then wash it the next day. If you're going to be leaving it in, please use a little amount. Yes, use a little amount, then massage it onto your scalp. Little can go a long way. You don't want to use too much to irritate your scalp since you're not going to be washing it out. And for best results, I recommend using this at least 3 to 4 times in a week with whichever method you choose to use. Try being consistent with this oil, because being consistent with your routine can contribute to how your hair looks over time and the result you get overall. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss out on my next upload. See you on my next video. Bye.